everybody, and welcome back to The Tea with Crema. My name's Chris. I'll be one of your hosts today, and I'm joined by my best friend, Emma.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
What's that, Japanese?
What's Japanese?
Oh, for a second I thought it was gibberish.
It'd be like that.
Have you ever seen those social media videos where the lady imitates languages and she just kind of like makes noises about what she thinks they sound like because she can't speak them?
But it low-key sounds like correct.
And it's pretty accurate. Even her English one, I was like, that's fair. I understand that.
It's the intonation.
But speaking of, literally, if you get the sounds in just the right spots, it works perfectly. But today's topic is very similar, really keeping it lively with the social media, hopping on a trend. It is they attend, but, and we really go in, really going to be quizzing each other on if, we could really get to know someone for their personality or, if looks really win the day sometimes. So, it is podcast mode. There are no pictures. We won't be videoing and showing images, anything like that. But just know that when we say 10, it's the perfect 10 in your mind, whatever that looks like for you. It's your 10.
Jason Momoa.
There we go. So if your 10 is Jason Momoa, just know it's, they a 10, but Jason Momoa does this thing. So really think, if Jason Momoa did that thing, would it change?
I don't know.
Rating?
He could do anything, honestly. He sells water.
Well, we're about to find out. But before we begin, we do have our tea check. So, Emma, what tea did you bring today?
I am drinking a Darjeeling today, which is just like a classic. Oh, shoot. I was only supposed to brew it for 2 minutes. It's been 30. Frick. This happens every episode. It still tastes fine. It tastes good. I got it because one of the people that I went camping with, he brings this tea specifically to go camping because he says it doesn't need, he's English as well. He says it doesn't need sugar or cream. You can just eat it. You drink it straight.
Do you agree with his assessment?
I mean, I drink all tea straight, so regardless, tastes fine to me. What are you drinking today?
I have a coastal carrot cake. And get this, there are cinnamon chips and white chocolate chips in the tea.
Yum. Is it as delicious as it sounds?
I don't know. Also, I don't like carrot cake. I don't like vegetable flavored sweets.
It doesn't taste like a vegetable though. It tastes like cinnamon.
Then why is it called carrot cake and not cinnamon cake?
Because it has carrots in it.
Oh, well, if you like carrot cake, you'd probably like this tea.
I love carrot cake.
I really think you would.
Oh.
It's very nice. I don't know what the white chocolate and the tea was supposed to do, but I guess similar to the cake, I got the cinnamon. So it's not bad. Honestly, I thought it was going to be terrible because it's carrot cake and I don't like carrot cake, but it's not bad.
It's doing.
And it's by Beach House Teas from Long Beach, Washington, not Long Beach, California.
Oh, the wrong Long Beach. Is Snoop Cat from Long Beach, Washington?
Could you imagine? Plot twist, he's a SoundCloud rapper right now.
Yes, do your SoundCloud.
Knits in his free time.
Yes, Snoop Cat.
But in any case, now that we've done our little tea check, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I know we've prepared about, 10 circumstances a piece. So do you want to start? Do you want me to start? Typically, you've established a new tradition that you be starting stuff out. So we can keep going with that.
I'll start. Okay. So if you're unfamiliar with this trend, just watch TikTok. I think it's all over Twitter as well. But it's people just saying some red flags and some green flags. So first you rate the person, normally on what they look like aesthetically, and then give the red flag or green flag, and then re-rate them. So you ready?
Yes.
He's a 10, but he says things like supposedly and irregardless.
Those made up words that people just be saying out here?
Not supposedly.
He supposedly be out here, irregardless of the circumstances, just be using these words. So I would say if they were a 10 before and they just be making up words and using these ones, even after we've talked about it, I would say they probably an 8.5. Mostly because if I keep telling you that it's not right, why? So 8.5.
Good one. Your turn.
They're 10, but they're disrespectful to their parents.
Oh, hell no. -10. -100. Disqualified. No, I don't care how good looking you are. You disrespect your parents, that's how you're going to treat me. So.
Okay, so that disqualified Jason Momoa,
It's fine. Jason, I know he respects his parents though, okay? He was born in Hawaii. I know who he is. He would never.
He would never. Just to be clear. I'm ready for the next one.
Okay. He's a 2, but he has an extensive tea collection with like the appliances and the tea.
First of all, just felt a little targeted.
No, it wasn't to you. This is like your perfect partner, Christopher.
Am I a 2?
No, you're not a 2.
You're saying?
You're a 10. You're a 10.5. Most days you're 100.
Oh, wow. It's the level I stay on every day. I would say probably not as high as you would think, because if I also have these things, now it's just kind of redundant. So 4?
Okay. Hey, that's something.
Maybe 5.
Okay.
Like, there's some conversation starters there. But now we have to figure out, you know, which collection we're keeping.
Ooh, your turn.
There are 2,
Mm-hmm.
but they tip well.
Oh, heck yeah. 10. There's nothing more attractive to me than a person who appreciates customer service.
Ooh, okay. I didn't think it was going to be that high.
Oh, no.
But
It goes up high. Because I'm like, oh, you got residual income. Like,
you can afford to be out here.
wow, we had an expensive dinner and you did a 35%?
Plot twist, they out here flexing
Oh,
for the first date.
dang.
Oh, that'd be so disappointing.
Ooh.
But that's okay. We just know they tipped well on this first date. It jumped their rating up.
Have you ever seen that Quinta meme?
Mm-mm.
It's the, ooh, he got money meme. Okay. He's an 8, but he's always late.
I mean, for me,
This is specifically to you, Christopher.
it's gonna take you down to a 5. It's so annoying.
As it should. As it should.
Oh, now, I'm just irritated thinking about it. Anyways, okay.
It's not even real, Christopher.
Telling you, it's one of my pet peeves. There are 2,
Uh-huh.
but they take amazing pics of you.
Ooh. 6. Photogram.
Already, your selfie game is up because you don't even need to
Yes.
take selfies at that point.
You know, why am I taking selfies? You know, tripod, gone. Husband, in. Love it. Love that for me.
All the lighting is there all the
Yes.
time, all the right angles.
Yes.
Really setting you up optimally there.
Mhm.
Okay, 2 to 6.
Okay.
That's fair.
He's a 1, but he buys you any book you want whenever you're out. Barnes & Noble, Target, half-price books, Amazon. He supports your reading habit.
They were a 1 to start with?
They were a 1 to start with. Books are not cheap, Christopher.
Okay. They're 2. They're 2 now. Okay.
It'd be like that.
I guess. It just, you know, one of us reads better than the other. One of us reads real good.
Supposedly.
It's a 2. It's a 2. I guess, like, in the sense that, like, they're entertaining the fact that I want things, but, like, a book, we got to do better.
Okay.
Just a little bit better.
Books are so expensive that I would I would elevate that.
I'm sure, but that's okay. Mine is, they're a 10, but they have an OnlyFans.
10.
That's what I said.
Get that money, honey.
That's what I'm saying. Now, we probably can't talk about the logistics of this OnlyFans for fear of losing our family-friendly rating.
It's like a one-person OnlyFans, right?
Oh, see? That's the thing.
Oh.
What does that change your rating?
I don't know. Is the second person not me?
Where- I mean, are you joining OnlyFans now?
I mean, then I'd give myself a 10 as well.
It's like, oh, this is our new stream of income? Okay.
I mean, it'd be like that. If you can, honestly, I think that business is such a lucrative business if you're able to capitalize on it and if you're able to, destigmatize it in your brain, right? But you also have to think, long-term wise. Just because you destigmatized it, just because your parents have as well, or your family, it doesn't mean that society has. You would just have to find a different market at that point. Oh wait, so I'm not the second, is what I'm hearing.
No, they had this OnlyFans before you.
Oh.
And they certainly intend to maintain it
As they should.
with you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
So,
I'm just not as cute on camera though. Just kidding.
dang. So it doesn't change your rating. They still a 10.
I mean, I'm not going to get in the way of someone's side hustle or hustle at that point. Someone's income.
I was like, some people are full-time on it and do very well.
Exactly. And I think that's a whole different conversation that we should have about businesses, different streams of income, non-traditional, unconventional streams of income, right? Who am I to say with me in my whack-paying teacher job is going to judge you for what you're doing when you're making sometimes 5 times over in 1 month what I make.
I'm just saying, some people, that changes their rating dramatically.
I mean, it is what it is. Who cares?
It's fine. I'm glad we're on the same page on that one.
Okay.
What you got?
He's a 10, but he insists on feeding you when you're out on a date.
Like with the fork?
Yeah.
And the spoon?
Yeah.
So
like
when do they eat?
In between your bites.
And this is like all the time.
Yeah, like you said, like, oh, I'm okay, I can feed myself. But they insist on feeding you.
You know, at first it probably would not be that annoying. And then it would get really annoying, but I don't know if it would ever not get annoying again. Like, I don't know if it would ever just be like, okay, this is my life.
This is normalized.
So I would say at first, like, you're definitely going from a 10 to probably a 6, I think. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to live that one out a little bit.
Just see what it's about.
See how I feel.
I feel like I would lose a lot of weight because I'd be waiting. And then, like, it would actually give my stomach, like, proper wait time to feel full. Because it would take me 20 minutes to just, like, eat 3 bites.
Is this only while you're eating out, or is this just all the meals?
I'm gonna say all the meals.
Yeah, definitely 6. And then, yeah, we'd have to come back and re-rate that one.
So there's a friend that one's based on. She's no longer with this man, but she said that was one of the red flags when she went out with him. But it was only when she went out with him with other people, because he thought that was, like, what she wanted. And she was like, you've never done this before. Like, why are you doing this all of a sudden? And then she realized that it, like, just coincided with, like, when they would go out with friends.
It was almost like a possessive behavior.
Kind of.
How odd. Doing it for the gram. Okay. There are 2, but they're good with their hands. They're very handy.
10.
That's real, though. Home repairs are expensive.
Oh, I wasn't talking about home repairs, but okay.
Yeah, I swear, we're still family friendly out here.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened.
No, but you're right, yeah. Home repairs are very, like, okay, also IKEA, like IKEA desks, IKEA anything. If it can take you, like, 30 minutes, 45 minutes or less to make something, it takes me 8 hours.
Makes me want to know how your brain works, because
it takes me too long to do everything.
Go with their head. Okay, 2 to 10. That's a massive jump. Okay.
I think so. Hard, like, manual labor is hard. Like, I respect anyone who does manual labor. That's hard on your hands, it's hard on your feet, that's hard on your body, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's a 2, but he cooks and cleans.
Solid 7 or 8.
I agree.
Only because I'm pretty good at both of those things already.
See, but you could also, like, you have the opportunity to be like, oh, you're gonna cook? Okay, I'll clean. Or, like, I'm gonna cook,
exactly.
You clean. And they clean to, like, you.
Exactly.
Not only do they clean, Christopher, they clean to your standard with your 30 billion sprays. Like, they know which spray goes where.
Solid 7 or 8. It would take you, like, you would go 10 if you made enough money to where I could just do both all the time. Or vice versa. But, you know, that mutual exchange of work is also very, very important. Solid going up from a 2 to a 7, 8. Easy.
Side tangent really quick. I was reading this MIB A-hole about this woman who was a stay-at-home mom to 4 kids. And her husband was the breadwinner, whatever. She started doing a side hustle, and he insisted that she start contributing. Her side hustle now, mind you, at one point, she said in her first month, she made $300, which she was, like, super stoked about, like, super hyped on. Like, $300, like, that's not a small feat, right? Especially for, like, starting a business, and she was doing, like, crafting. Like, that was her business. So there was all these things, because then he started coming home and he's like, oh, I want this wristwatch. You should buy this for me. And she was like, why? And he's like, well, now you have, like, another stream of income. Like, you can afford it. And then he was like, oh, you should buy me this. So the whole debate became that he was, like, trying to, like, control her in a way, because now she's making money and he's insisting on material items, right? If he was truly struggling in a way that, like, a household needs, it'd be like, oh, can you take care of the groceries this month? You know, can you take care of this? But instead it was like, oh, make a reservation at this restaurant. I really want to go eat here and you pay. And she's like, I literally just made $300. Like, and you're trying to take that away.
Game changer.
Yeah. And you're like trying to take this away from me.
How odd.
It was an odd one. Okay.
That would make me feel weird.
It made me feel odd. It made me feel sad for the stay-at-home mom. So the people on one end were like, well, yeah, she should be contributing. And then the people on one end were like, contribute what? Like, her time and her effort into raising children should not be diminished as like that was equal household. Like he's able to go home and have a fresh, like home cooked meal. Like he doesn't have to worry about the kids, taking the kids to extracurriculars, doing all this stuff. All he has to do is go to work and come home. So then it sparked that debate of like division of labor.
Interesting. Well, my next one is they're a 10.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of those people that are obsessed with astrology.
Red flag. 5.
Tell me more about your friend. When were they born? Interesting. The Aries in them.
Energy not matching. Not a compatible friend, if you ask me. 5.
I literally do it for funsies, but no.
I feel like we do it ironically.
It just is interesting.
I think so too.
But also, I don't remember half the time.
Yeah.
So no, the people that like live by it, I could see. I understand. Down to a 5. I agree with you.
Okay. He's an 8. But he never picks up his socks on the stairwell to put in the laundry basket.
Is this a child? Is this a literal 4-year-old? And then the nerve, gall, and audacity to be an 8? And not pick up after yourself? What is this? 2. On a good day. Not picking up their socks. You better make it the rest of the way. This is disrespectful of that boy. Just left them on the stairwell. What in the world?
I'm dead.
Oh my gosh. No. Okay, my next one is they're a 10, but they've cheated before in a prior relationship.
Oh no. Are you the person that they cheated with?
Could you imagine? I mean, that happens, but...
It'd be like that.
No.
Oh, in a prior relationship? Like how many relationships
prior
before?
Relationship.
Just a prior one.
Let's just say a prior one.
Let's say a 5 or a 6. I don't think it goes all the way down to 1 because, like, okay, I want to know your track record. Was it like 1 out of 10 relationships? Was it like the one right before this one? How long were you in that relationship?
Give me a little more details.
Details.
Not to excuse it, but
no, at all. Yeah, exactly.
Some things are different.
Circumstances. Yeah, I was like, not to excuse it at all. I don't think cheating is ever acceptable in any situation. But like, if it's like a prior, like, it has nothing to do with me.
That's also part of it, you know? Not saying I'm going to be the exception.
Exactly.
But...
Okay, like, I'm going to just be like Jordan Woods and like, I don't want that situation. I don't need your situation in my life. Okay, he's a 4, but he always hypes you up when you leave the house.
Oh, 7.
Biggest hype person.
And a half.
Nice half point.
I feel like sometimes you just really need that moment.
Sometimes you just really need a hype person, like, when you don't feel like at your best.
Really just like really change your mood on the way out.
Yes.
It's important. I like that. Solid 7.5. Mine's similar. They're 2, but they're a good listener.
A good active listener?
A good active listener.
Wow.
They're really invested in you.
Wait, what did we say? 2?
2.
7.
They're 2.
7 or 8?
Okay. See, very similar, you know?
Like
that hype person.
Yes.
The person that listens to you.
See, as you can see, sometimes it's all about personality. It really is. Okay.
It helps.
He's a 10, but he reads with his finger under the words.
Is that just like a thing? Do you grow out of it? Or is it just like an attention thing? And sometimes it's just really hard. Like, it's just permanent. Like, you just can't focus.
And this is also in no way, I'm not trying to make fun of nobody either, you know, because there are some people who really do need to be doing it. But there's also some people who should have just learned. Like, there's some people that use this as a learning style. Like, that is the way that they learn. But there's also some people who just like... That was a scaffold, and the scaffold never got taken away.
Oh no! I feel like you would definitely discover it at a restaurant the first time, and then you'd have to like follow up. But like, how do you try to follow up naturally to figure out?
Can we read Shakespeare together? Would that be okay? Okay,
I just want.
I'll be Lady Macbeth, and you be Macbeth, okay? And like the first time you saw it too, it'd be like they're reading like tagliatelle. With bolognese sauce. Cool.
Oh no. They gotta go. That's a 1-star. First of all, if they're finger reading and reading out loud, it's a 1. And that's just because I don't believe in zeros. I can't. Oh no. Okay, mine's similar. Is there a 10, but they don't?
Like, how dumb?
They just be out
There's
here.
levels of dumb. Like, there's some people who just, like, don't know because they don't know. But there's also some people who like actually do know a lot of things, but they just like dumb.
I don't even know what that means.
Like I feel like I'm pretty intelligent in certain things, but then I feel like I'm dumb sometimes.
We're not talking about part-time dummy.
Oh, they full-time.
Just say life.
They full-time dumb.
They full-time.
But sometimes I like being the smartest person in the relationship. So I'm gonna say they're like a 5.
Okay. Just a little down. Not all the way
Not
down.
all the way down.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Those two were great. I hope the last ones are nice, too.
They are nice. Oh, no, the last ones are, like, nice. Mine is gonna feel corny now. He's a 10, but he loves and cherishes you and treats you exactly as you deserve to be treated.
Emma, he's already a 10. You're right. That was so cheesy.
Wasn't that so wholesome?
It was... Okay. You did it. I mean, they're still a 10. Now they're just 10 in 2 categories.
As they
You're
should be.
a great person and you look good.
And you're pretty.
You're a double 10.
Ooh, but he dumb.
It's like, well, that average... You know, gotta rate all the categories and do an
10,
average.
10, 5. 25 divided by 3. Oh, he's still an 8.
So, you know, we can make that work. We can make 8 work. Oh my gosh. My last one is not wholesome. They are 2, but they run a successful business.
That is wholesome. 7.
Okay.
See, because I feel like it wouldn't go to a 10 because, like, I also have to think about, like, how much time are they spending with me? You know, like, you can run
See, I was wondering if that was the caveat of, like, great, you're doing so well, you have all this money, but also you, like, live at work.
Yeah. But you're a workaholic.
Okay. I thought about it after I wrote it, but I was like, maybe not. I don't know yet. Okay, well now it is time for our rapid fire questions.
Would you rather find $100 in a public toilet or $10 in your pocket? Like it's in the toilet. Like it's in the toilet. Like it's just like floating.
It's gonna stay there, so I'd rather find $10 in my pocket.
What?
I'm not picking up a toilet money.
Oh, I'm picking up the toilet money all day, every day. So I agree. So I gave this question to my students, and you will not believe the split. My 6th graders were all very much so like, no, I'm not picking up toilet money. And I was like, well, you're 10. You don't realize how much $100 is. My 9th graders were very adamant that the toilet money was worth it. And then my 11th graders, only 2 of them said that they would find the $10 in their pocket. So it's interesting how, like, as they get older, they realize, right? Those new shoes, those new AirPods, those whatever, right?
I'm going without.
But one of my students goes, why would I want to find $10 in my pocket when I could find $100? They're like, $10, that already belonged to me. $10 and then finding $10, I'm at a 0 net profit.
Anything.
She's like, $100, I came up on $100. She was like, you could even say I came up on $90 because I also had the $10 in my pocket. I was like, no, girl, you could only have one or the other. It's not like you had the 10 and then you saw the 100. No. And she was like, but still, I'm on the up $100. And I was like, yes, hustler mindset. I love that for you.
Yeah, now you have E. coli.
That's okay. You can wash it.
Yeah, and then you gotta pay $50 for your urgent care visit.
One of my 6th graders goes, can't you just go to the bank and exchange it for another 100?
If I were to take the $100 out of the toilet, we're spending it in that store. I'm not leaving that establishment with that $100. It might even be gum, so I can collect some change. But no, I'm not leaving the store with that toilet money. That is gross.
Okay, your turn.
My rapid fire question is almost more of a challenge. So I'm going to describe you. You're going to describe me. Like you're introducing me to a date. And be like, it's going to be one of those moments. Like, they're 10, but. So what is the but? Also, obviously, you would never introduce someone to a date and be like, they're a 10, but let me tell you.
Well, you know, like, behind the scenes, before they get there, or the date gets there, you know, I'd be like, just to warn you, I love him to death.
But let me tell you.
But let me tell you real quick.
So that's the question.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? We roast the F out of each other all the time. So it's like, this is nothing.
So it should be easy. I don't know what you're stressed about.
Are you going to go? Oh, I got to go first?
Sure. I mean, I have yours ready.
Oh, you do? Okay, let's hear yours.
She's a 10, Child ain't never gonna be on time.
I knew it was gonna be that.
Because
it just doesn't happen, y'all. I really try.
It just doesn't.
I feel like also, that's like a manifestation of ADHD, which I feel like I need to go get diagnosed. It's hard. Like, I don't even know. Like, I am always like, I think it's because I try to do too many things in too little short time, where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to still be on time.
You're also a serial procrastinator.
Yeah. So then it's like, up until that, like, but it's because I was like, it just like, oh, okay. I can't say like, oh, he's a 10, but you're always going to be on time. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid you're always on time. Oh, he's a 10, but he cooks really well. Like, okay. He's a 10, but he's a vegetarian? Is that a red flag?
For some people it is.
He's a 10, but it always takes him at least 5 or 6 months to buy a big product. All that research. But not only that, sometimes he'll just buy things like that. So really, he's a 10, but he's contradictory in his spending habits. 1 month he's
just confused.
1 month it takes him like 10 months to buy this one thing. The next month, oh yeah, I'm gonna just drop it on that. It's not even the product. That's the problem. It's a whole different product.
A whole different thing.
Which I didn't even realize was even in the budget.
I love it. Okay, Emma, where can people find the podcast?
You can find our podcast on Instagram and Twitter at The Tea with Crema. You can also stream our podcast on YouTube and anywhere else that you enjoy streaming your podcasts. If you'd like to leave us a tip for a cup of tea, please Venmo us at The Tea with Crema. We hope to see you next time. Bye!